How's it going, gang? Chris Card's back through the mail Monday, number 182. I hope everyone out there had a great weekend. Let's start off with our first of 6 returns coming to us from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the city of brotherly love. Home of the Phillies, the Fightin' Phils, the Philly Fanatic, the Denver Zephyrs. We've got Tom Filer here in one of my wish book gifts from 1989. Whole bunch of crap that I uncovered a few months ago, and I said, you know what, let's just start sending these crappy cards out for TTMs, and I'm getting them back. Nice. Look at that. Blue Jays, Brewers. Spent 3 years with the Brewers, 6 years total, 67 games he got into as a pitcher, signed as an amateur free agent with the Yankees in 1978. Did have 7 games with the Mets in 1992. That was his last big league action. Definitely a below average pitcher, let's say D+, but hey, A+ for the signatures. Awesome return from Tom Filer. I sent him a bunch of cards, 3, 6, 7. That's a lot of cards. I agree. This is what I say in my letter of request. I say I couldn't pick my favorite cards to send you. I just sent you whatever I had. Keep whatever you want. Just send me back a few. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much. I'm very gracious about it, and I am obviously I'm truthful. He could have kept a few of them, and that's exactly what I asked him to do. And it's a win-win. If he keeps them, he's getting something for his time in return. Maybe a few cards for his nieces or nephews or something. And if he doesn't, if he just signs them all anyways, like I got plenty of my cards. This is dumb. You can have them all back. And he signs them all. That's fine. Or if he only signs 3 or 4, that's fine. He's got options. I'm just saying, I put all the power in the hands of the player, and I think that's the approach you need to take as a TTMer when you're trying to get a bunch of cards signed. Let's move on to return number 2. All right, gang. Second return is from Denver, Colorado. Some of you TTM veterans might have a pretty good guess on who this is. And we've got some tape on this envelope. Always throws me off when they put tape on there. Try to figure out why I couldn't rip it. Then I see the tape and just start from the other way. Here we go. We got blank index card. The suspense mounts. We have Goose Gossage. Yes, Goose Gossage once again. I think I got him a few weeks ago, maybe a few months ago. But I still have cards of his for the sets I am chasing, including, of course, he's in a traded set for Topps as well. 89 Upper Deck. He's in high number, I do believe, as well as low number. So there we go. Signed very nicely. Looks like a really good card there. Him and Raleigh Fingers on the AL Active Save leaders right there. Dan Quisenberry on there. I will not be getting that signed by the late, great Dan Quisenberry. 89 Upper Deck. Might be high number. I'm not sure. But yeah, I try not to send him a bunch of cards, so I'll hit him with 2 or 3. I think 3 is the most I ever sent him. I usually send him 2. And I think I sent him $40. It's $10 a card. I sent him 40 and I asked for an inscription, and I did not get it. So kind of lost out on $10 there. I guess I could have sent 4 cards and $40 and I would have got them all signed the same. That's the risk you take sometimes of hoping it's enough money to do what you want them to do. Sometimes they just keep it and it's not enough money for them or whatever. And I just wish there were some clearer rules on some of these guys so you wouldn't be guessing on what like an inscription would cost or something like that. So lost out on that. I think I had it inscribed 87 Topps, probably. Try to get as many of those inscribed as possible for these sets I'm chasing. But all right, gang. San Juan, Puerto Rico for return numero trace. We've got Junior Ortiz and lots of green, lime green index cards. Unsigned. Junior Ortiz, 13 years, 7 with the Pirates, 2 with the Twinks. 2 with the Mets as well. There's the 87 top signed very nicely, all on top of itself. He's got one of those Ryan Sandberg signatures where his pen doesn't move at all. And there it is, a 91 Upper Deck or 92 Upper Deck inscribed with 91 World Series champs, including the 90 tops as well. 91 tops. Sorry. That is not colorful enough for 90 tops. And 89 Upper Deck for this set as well. So we inscribed the 2 twin cards. He, of course, was a member of the 1991 World Championship Minnesota Twinkies. And there you guys go. This stuttering Puerto Rican had a great sense of humor, light-hitting catcher. And as I always say, it's good to be a catcher in a big league sometimes. You don't have to hit a whole lot if you just know how to manage a staff. And call a game and be a good defender, you can play for a while. He played for 13 years. Great return from Mr. Ortiz. Let's move on to our fourth return of the day. All right, guys. Orlando, Florida, our next return here. And we have a 74 Topps rookie card here signed by Manny Trio. Manny Trio, who's in each and every one of my autograph sets that I'm collecting. 89 Upper Deck right there, 87 Topps, 84 Topps, and of course 74 Topps with a few other guys I could also get. Pretty excited about that. Gamble and the other dude can definitely pick those guys up through the mail. He was a really good player, really good defensive second baseman. In fact, he was starting second baseman on the 1980 World Championship Phillies teams, the team that won their very first championship. He was also on the 74 A's. They also won it all. So 2 World Series for Manny Trio, 4 All-Star games, 17 total years, 7 with the Cubs, 4 of those years spent with the Phils. Really good career, a really good signer. Really happy to get these back signed for the set. Extremely happy. $10 a card, I do believe. That information will be on your screen, as it always is, if you guys just listen to the sultry sounds of my voice and not watch the video. I do put some pertinent information on the screen from time to time. You might want to glance at it. If not, if I remember it, I will say it orally. And I do remember it. It's $10 a card, pretty sure. Anyway, let's move on, guys. Next return. Let's do it. All right, gang. Next card from Nashville, Tennessee. Here we go. Let's do this. Let's see who we have on our next return. We've got a couple blank index cards. Actually, one of them is my letter of request returned to me very nicely by Mr. Mike Smithson. All right, 8-year career, 4 of those with the Twins. Seems like everyone played for the Twins here. 2 with the Red Sox, 2 with the Texas Rangers, led the league in starts in 84 and 85, and won 15 games each of those seasons. He was involved in the longest game in history, 33 innings it took for the Paw Sox and the Rochester Red Wings to play an affair in, was it AAA? Probably AAA, right? Pawtucket was definitely AAA, unless they were lower than that back in the early 80s, but I don't think so. But that was the longest game ever. He pitched 3 innings, I think 2 and 2/3 innings, I do believe. In the middle of that game, I think it's the 15th, 16th, and 17th. So part of Major League history there. Probably won't be matched a 33 inning game. I can't imagine that being matched ever again. I just think one team would just purposely lose just to get done with the game before they went that long. So there you guys go. Mike Smithson, great return from him. Let's move on to our next return. All right, 6th and final return of the day from St. Paul, Minnesota. Let's tear into this, see if we can end this Through the Mail Monday with a bang. Let's see who we've got. And we've got that college-ruled index card again. And we've got Gary Lucas. Gary Lucas signed 87 Topps, 84 Topps, and an extra 87 Topps because, hey, why not? 87 Topps came out great. I got 2 to choose from now of which one I want to put in my set. First round draft pick, 19th overall in a 1976 amateur draft from the Padres. 8-year career for the Pods. Got in 57 games in 1981. That was leading the league, and that led the league. There you guys go. Gary Lucas, great little signer. Got a couple cards knocked out for the set. Very happy to get this back. Gary Lucas, big strapping 6'5" lefty out of the pen. Racked up a few saves. Good little player. Great signer. There's his information, guys. And that is it, my friends. Through the Mail Monday number 182. Put it in the books. Thanks, guys, for joining me. As always, hit that like button real quick before you take off. Comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this week's haul. I mean, that's an impressive photo there of my many cards. If you told 10-year-old me I was going to get all these cards signed in my lifetime, I'd be like, wow, that's pretty cool. If you told 10-year-old me I'd get all these cards signed in a week, my head would explode. I wouldn't even be here today. It would have been this whole paradox thing. It would have been terrible. Who knows what would have happened? Hitler probably would have lived. I mean, catastrophic, right? If Back to the Future has taught me anything, you don't mess with the space-time continuum. So with that being said, let's just end this video before I run out of stuff to say, and it's too late. So love you all. Thanks for everything. See ya.